Thank you very much. So your first question relates to repatriation and prosecution. Well, I don't remember precisely what the Honorable Minister for the Interior said with respect to whether we will repatriate those who have engaged in romance scam or will prosecute them here in Ghana. But granted that he said he will rather repatriate them to their countries of origin rather than prosecute them. All right. You always have a choice. And in the case of romance scam in particular, the victims may not be Ghanaians. All right. The crime would have taken place within the territory of Ghana. In other words, within the jurisdiction of Ghana, meaning that Ghana has, authority or the power to prosecute the persons involved in that crime. All right. But it is also the case that the country of the victims will also have the power to prosecute. All right. The choice that you have to make is whether you want to expend resources prosecuting them or you want to repatriate them. And if you are repatriating them, you have to give reasons to the country. Say, let's say that they are Nigerians. We don't just repatriate by taking them to the Nigerian border and letting them, get off the plane or the bus, and that is the end of the story. Okay? We hand them over with documentation to the Nigerian authorities, and they can then decide that they are going to take action, to prosecute them. Okay? So when it comes to romance scam, it is a complex story. So, for instance, in the case of those that we are faced with now, with Abu Trica being the latest one, all right, most of the victims are Americans, all right. In his case, the story is that the romance scam led to elderly Americans losing as much as $8 million United States of American dollars. And that is why the extradition request was made, all right. Now, we didn't investigate the crime itself, okay. We didn't know or had no basis to suspect that he was engaged in those criminal activities. Of course, sometimes if you take the lifestyle, you do a simple lifestyle audit, it can come up that this person must be getting illicit proceeds. That is why the person is living lavishly. All right, but that wasn't done. We didn't do the investigation. We didn't build a docket. So we cannot purport to just all of a sudden receive a docket from the United States of America requesting for extradition. Then we say, okay, you know what? We will retain the person here, take your evidence, and then go to court. In fact, the courts will even fight us if we adopt that kind of approach. Okay, so it's a complex governmental decision to take. I know some of those people are fellow citizens who are engaged in the romance scam, and there is a school of thought that says that we should be lenient with them, but all crime is crime, and we need to hold everyone accountable who has engaged in criminal, conduct, and this is the way to go.